What's up, everybody? A little early morning shot. Just got up, you know what I'm saying? Been trying to figure out what to do for the day, so I figured I get on here. I've been uh I've been working on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? You'll start seeing it coming through. I'm been doing my therapy, you know what I'm saying, shoulder getting ready, you know what I'm saying, so I can get back to work. Tired of sitting around, you know what I'm saying, time to get to it. But so today I wanted to talk about I grew up with I got a few solid homies, you know what I'm saying, that I know I can count on. I don't count on nobody. I'm not used to it. I've been left in the wind more times than I care to remember. But that's the way it goes, you know what I mean? When you doing what I was doing, cuz I was out there ripping and running, and I was burning bridges because I didn't care. You know what I mean? I didn't see a future. I was living. I was living. I was. I was. I just wanted what I wanted. And at the time, it wasn't that time. It wasn't my time for that. So a lot of people you could probably relate when you were young. You wanted everything right now. Why do I have to wait? Why do I have to work in 20 years and then for a pension and then in retirement and then be able to relax and you know what I'm saying enjoy. I wanted mine right now. So I was going to get it. And I was going the wrong way. I mean, keeping it real. Look, I was robbing drug dealers. I was putting my life in the hands of, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying, was out there at that time because I was lost. I didn't believe. I was just, you know what I mean, I was just running around like a maniac, you know what I mean? Because we didn't give a damn about nobody or the people that got caught up in the middle of us getting what we wanted, whatever reason that was. And we did some dirt. You know what I mean? We did some dirt. That's why I have a problem on here because I feel like, if I say something wrong, you know what I mean, they're next thing you know, they're gonna be at my door with some warrant or something. So it's you know what I mean, I gotta be careful and make sure, you know what I'm saying, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, saying nothing I shouldn't be saying. So that's one of my things, and that's why you know what I'm saying. I speak slower, and people are like you got to get hyped up, and that's not me. Anybody that know me that's not my cup of tea. Each to his own. I don't knock nobody. Do your thing. I'm you know what I'm saying. I'm a lot of people like man you snow's old school snow. You know what I'm saying. Because I do things that I've done for a long time that because that's the way I came up. And loyalty is one of those things, that I learned when I was young that's something you need to hold on to. If when you find loyalty, you need to hold on to it, And I can't say I've been good at that because I always, you know what I'm saying, take off and do what I'm doing and, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna worry about nobody, ain't you know, and it's harder. I made it harder for myself through most of my life. Being in and out of prison and gang banging and, when you get out, you ain't got no place to go. You ain't got, for the most part, you know what I mean? I don't know about everybody, but I didn't. I got out, you know what I'm saying, after doing 12 years in prison. No family left in San Diego, no place to go, just getting out and trying to make a way. But at the time, I wanted something different. You know what I mean? I wanted change. You know what I mean? And I know if you do the same things, you're going to get the same results. So I did something different. I got into a drug program. I got into the Heartland House on Streamview. And that helped me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have big drug issues. You know what I'm saying? I smoked pot And that was it. You know what I mean? You know, when I was younger, I smoked PCP a few times. But you know what I'm saying? You know, after a bad experience, but naked experience, I was done. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, all I ever did was smoke marijuana. You know, I don't like alcohol. My father was alcoholic. I had to deal with that. I don't like alcohol at all. I don't drink. I don't like to drink. I don't like to be around people just drinking because next thing you know, you spilling that shit on me or, you know what I mean, get to acting stupid or you can't control you. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the thing. I don't like being in those situations. So I extricate myself. You know what I mean? You know, if it's going to be drinking, I'm not going to be in the bar. Why? I don't want to be around. So you know what I mean, you know that's the way it is. You know what I mean, whoever if that's what you choose, that's what you choose. You know what I'm saying. You know, like I said, I had bad experiences. You know what I'm saying. You know, father was alcoholic. Alcohol is a part of life. You know what I mean. You know they push it so much all over. You know what I mean. You know, watch a sports event. Watch a sports event and count how many alcohol commercials there are in, you know what I'm saying, you know, say 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. Let me know. On this here YouTube. And there's a whole lot of people out there, you know what I'm saying, you know, trying to bring the prison yard out here on the internet. Hey, it ain't gonna work. But hey, do your thing, man. Whatever works for you, do your thing. You know, I don't knock nobody, especially somebody doing better than me. I'm just, I mean, you know, trying to do me. So a lot of the stuff on here is getting to where you know it's watered down. It's you know I'm sitting here. I'm an old man talking about you know what I'm saying what I did. You know what I'm saying you know 20 years ago in prison. You know what I mean you know I'm an old man. I ain't nobody. And that's the thing. You know what I mean you know there's a whole lot of people on here. You know talking about this and that gangs and all that. You know I'm not from a gang city. San Diego's a tourist town. So they have to downplay any, you know what I'm saying, you know, gang activity, but there's gang activity in San Diego. Don't go by what I say. Look it up. You know, uh my neighborhood Crips, we're surrounded on three sides by Bloods. So, you know what I mean, you know, then behind us, you know what I mean, you know, we got the West Coast Crips to the west. And you know what I'm saying, you know, Uh, to the north of us, we got East Dago Mob, you know what I mean, which is 40. So they with us anyhow. But you know what I'm saying, you know, that's the way it is out here. You know, the Crips are outnumbered like 4 or 5 to 1, you know, on any given day. And that's the way it was growing up. And people don't understand, you know. But with that, you know, comes a lot of, you know what I'm saying, you know, it comes a lot of people claiming the fame that ain't serious about it. Because, you know, when I was young and I was out in the streets gang banging, you know, you run into somebody from the other side and you bang on him automatically. I'm saying, you know, it's going down. And then, oh, I don't bang. And then, you know what I'm saying, you see him, you know what I'm saying, you know, 2 days later with a bunch of his homeboys, and now all of a sudden he bangs, you know, when it's convenient. And that's the way it is with a lot of people. You know, the bigger your neighborhood, the more popular your neighborhood, the more, you know what I'm saying, you know, the more hang ons you got. More numbers, but you got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of those numbers ain't going to be effective when it's crunch time, you know. So it's just a different situation. Uh, Nowadays, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's peace in Southeast. And, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm proud of seeing, you know what I'm saying, you know, my folks, you know what I'm saying, you know, functioning with you know what I'm saying, you know, other folks. Because, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, you know, we gotta stick together. We want this shit to work. You know what I mean? You know. And that's the thing. Little by little, it's working. Little by little, people are getting together. People are, you know what I'm saying, you know, I know up in LA they got the little truce going, you know what I mean? You know, down here in San Diego, it's all good, you know what I'm saying, you know, Crips and Bloods is doing their thing. And that's a good thing because they're communicating. They're getting, you know what I'm saying, you know, and this is gonna be positive for San Diego. I'm a Dago boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm born and raised in San Diego. Don't want to leave. But it looked like California's trying to kick me up out of here. Yeah, everything costs too much, man. But look, it's still, you know what I'm saying, it's up to us. What do we want? We want to keep the peace going, it's gonna keep going. We want to keep prospering, we gotta keep prospering. We want to push forward, we gotta push forward. You know what I mean? But we gotta do it as a team, we gotta do it as a group, we gotta do it together. And that's one thing we're not famous for is sticking together. So let's work on that. You know what I mean? I work on it, you work on it. That's the best we can do sometimes. You know what I mean? If you just do whatever you can do, that's it, that's all. You don't have to worry about the rest of it. Somebody else can do their part. And so on and so forth. When everybody does their part, you know what I'm saying, the world's a better place. So it's up to us to make a difference. Are you making a difference? It's time to make a difference. Let's go.